What's up, dudes and girls? We are here with the sumo deadlift tutorial. Whenever doing kind of complex movements, deadlift, squats, things of that nature, you can get pretty in depth with where you want to place your body and how to really break it down. But we're going to keep it simple, and that's kind of sometimes the most important thing. So we're going to go over 3 things to remember when performing the sumo deadlift. Now, if you've never actually done a sumo deadlift, but you have done a conventional deadlift, some of the differences are going to be: the conventional deadlift is a bit more closer grip here, or closer stance, and you're going to be bowing forward here. And it's going to be working on more of the posterior chain, your hamstrings, your glutes, things of that nature, your back. With the sumo deadlift, it's going to be a very wide stance. It's going to be a vertical torso, and it's going to be really concentrated on a little bit more of the leg drive. So that being said, we're going to be going through some of the things to keep in mind when performing the sumo deadlift. One is going to be stance, a bit wider. So you want to keep that stance nice and wide, and your knees are going to be following your toes. So as you can tell, kind of like those sumo stance, real wide, like you have your nice balance, stability, base of support. As soon as you get in that position, be squatting down. So instead of the bend over position, you're more squatting down. Vertical torso, and your grip is going to be closer together inside your legs here. So that's another thing to keep in mind, closer grip. And keep your shoulders or your scapula right above the bar there. You get a nice straight angle in your arms. And also, when you lift the weight, the bar is going to be kind of continuously in that vertical angle rather than any kind of movement in the bar. So here, nice deep breath. Lift straight up, back down. So it's a very kind of clean movement, as you can tell. Straight up and down, the torso, keeping that vertical position, chin neutral. And some of the things that that can go wrong in the sumo deadlift to keep in mind when performing it, what not to do is leaning too far forward, as in a conventional deadlift. So you're bowing forward, your shoulders going past the bar, hips are too high. So what happens, all of a sudden, maybe the back's starting to get into it a little bit, the back is rounding, you're not really fully utilizing that leg drive. So really kind of pull that chest up, keep that upper body vertical, and then that'll put you in a better position. Another thing is, if it starts going wrong, your knees are going to be kind of tracking inward, just like so. So if you're trying to lift, knees are tracking inward, they're no longer tracking in line with your toes, and immediately you're going to lose a lot of strength in your legs and possibly injure your knee or your hips or your back or anything like that. And also the hand placement too. So keep in mind to kind of keep it right inside the legs, and you try to get that nice straight arm placement here. So that way, if it's too wide, it's going to be kind of putting pressure on your legs. You won't be able to get the proper position. Or too narrow, once you get in that position, the bar is going to not feel quite as stable. So 3 things to keep in mind: foot placement, wide, knees following toes, shoulder right above the bar, neutral chin, vertical torso. And things to not do is make sure those knees are out. Don't let them drag in. Don't lean forward too much. Make sure that chin's neutral and that body placement is vertical. So there you go. Now, hopefully you feel confident enough to go to the gym and perform your first sumo deadlift. Oh yeah. Stay safe and stay buff. Yeah.